Like, who came up with King of the Dot? Was it you or was it someone else?
Yes, it was me. And the reason why was because, King of the Dot was never even supposed to be what it was, right? Like back in 2006 and 2005 and shit, I used to win all the competitions in Canada, right? And they were always just like shitty fucking names, bro. Like the worst names ever, like, I'm like the king of the mic champion, and like, it's like cool, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, fucking license the ill champion, and all these different names. So I was like, yo, someone needs to create something in the city that creates a demand that everybody's gonna want to be the king of Toronto, right? So that was the whole premise of King of the Dot. But I could never get a venue because I was too young. I didn't have the $5,000 deposit. Battle rap was associated with violence, so it was pretty much like, yo, fuck it, we're just gonna run these battles on the street. And it took off because, a lot of people forget, like, this whole scene is really spawned by JumpOff, right? Like, JumpOff is the starter of the a cappella street battles that kind of like started this league shit. I know Smack and Fight Club and, a lot of them were doing them as well. The Elements League out of Nova Scotia, but like the JumpOff put real structure behind it. You know what I mean? They showed us that, like, yo, all you really need is a mic and a camera, some rappers and some people behind it organizing, and we can do this, right? So when the World Rap Championships fell through and everything, that was really it, right? We had all these people like Kid Twist and all them, and these really good rappers that still wanted to do shit. We had some potential cool matchups that were brewing, like Kid Twist and Poor Rich weren't like as tight as they used to be, so it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get them to battle each other at the first one. Let's see if they'll do it, and it kind of just took off, bro. It was really weird how it happened, but it was never planned to be a street battle league or nothing like that, right? And I know now, looking back, and you see all these dozens of leagues and everything, like there was no others. You know what I mean? There was like that time, Grind Time and King of the Dot were like babies together, like real little fucking, tadpoles floating in this pond. We weren't like really paying attention to what was happening in Grind Time. They weren't really paying attention to us because the World Rap Championships just ended. And that's kind of like what was the big thing at the moment. People were winning 50 grand, all these rappers being flown from Australia, England, London, Los Angeles, Toronto. Like, it was very cool because we all knew each other on like forum boards, but that was the first real competition that put us all in the same room as a worldwide group and made us have like an equal playing field to get to that championship, so that whole format is really what spawned this era of battle rap, and I said it before, like, if you look at where JumpOff had their divisions, it's where all King of the Dot and Grind Time divisions spawned from. You know what I mean? Like, JumpOff was Toronto, Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York, London, England, Adelaide, Australia, and like at the beginning of this whole league, with exception to Orlando, shout out to Direct and them, that's where pretty much every division started, right? That started the whole movement, was in these places that JumpOff started and then had to pick up and leave, and they left a bunch of hungry rappers like, yo, what do we do? What do we do? And it was like, shit, come on here, you battling this fool,